Good afternoon and welcome to the Introduction to FORS webinar. I'm very glad to see such a good turnout today and I hope I don't disappoint. My name is Amy Mitchell and I'm the FORS Head of Business Operations. Now let's start with a little bit of housekeeping. I'm going to take you through the slide deck now and introduce you to FORS. So today we're going to cover off what is FORS, how is FORS managed, what are the benefits of FORS, and improving skills through FORS Professional. I'm now going to give you an overview of FORS. FORS is a unique industry-led accreditation scheme and uses a single fleet standard to provide a clear framework to help companies operate legally and implement best practice. It's a voluntary scheme and open to anyone operating a fleet regardless of vehicle size or type. It also helps companies measure and control performance. It recognises operators who focus on protecting the environment and helping to reduce emissions. FORS is a way to indicate to customers that your business is a truly professional organisation. It can be used as a way to win new business and provide you with competitive advantage. Now let's go through some highlights of FORS. FORS was created in 2008, meaning it's been around for over 15 years. Version 1 of the standard was released at launch, and 1 year later, the silver and gold accreditation levels were added to the standard. The FORS standard is reviewed every 2 years, and so the first review led to the release of version 2 in 2010. In 2013, we rebranded from Freight Operator Recognition Scheme to Fleet Operator Recognition Scheme to reflect the fact that the standard now covers all types of vehicles. In 2016, FORS won a Risk Management Award, held our first Operators Conference and launched FORS Professional, our training brand. I'll talk more about FORS Professional later in the webinar. In 2019, FORS won 2 national awards for our security and counter-terrorism e-learning module. And in 2020, along with the rest of the world, we adapted in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. We moved our training online and introduced remote audits. I mentioned earlier that the FORS standard is reviewed every 2 years. However, this was delayed this time round and version 6 was published on the 19th of October 2021, with implementation in July 22. In 2021, we launched mixed accreditation, which I'll mention in more detail shortly. And in January 2022, Sopra Steria takes over from the previous FORS administrator to manage the scheme. So, let's talk about why FORS is for you. FORS is a voluntary accreditation scheme that promotes best practice for vehicle operators. With over 4,700 accredited operators, FORS has gained recognition as the transport industry's go-to accreditation scheme. FORS covers aspects of safety, efficiency, and environmental protection by encouraging and training fleet operators to measure, monitor, and improve performance. FORS provides accreditation pathways for operators of any type, and for those organisations that award contracts and specify transport requirements. FORS Bronze, Silver, and Gold accreditation offers a progressive accreditation where operators can achieve excellent levels of best practice. FORS accredited operators are working to standards above the legal minimum and have access to a wide range of exclusive benefits that provide a real competitive advantage. FORS accreditation drives best practice across the European fleet industry in terms of safety, efficiency, and environmental protection. It also offers guidance and training to help operators attain the standard and progress onto higher levels of accreditation. Now the FORS standard. The FORS standard is the backbone of the scheme and provides a structure for operators to adopt best practice and move above and beyond regulation or legal obligation. The standard is split into 4 core sections. Management, ensuring that all of the key policies and procedures are in place and that there's an organisational structure that allows effective management of the operation. Vehicles, that the vehicles are well maintained and all defects corrected, as well ensuring that the vehicles are fitted with the relevant safety features. Drivers, that the drivers have the correct licensing and qualifications to do the job, and that they are fit and healthy to work, as well as having completed specific safety training. And finally, operations, that the operation is managed effectively with routing and scheduling policies in place to minimize excess mileage, monitoring collisions and incidents, as well as managing operational performance. For each of these areas, we provide a set of requirements and demonstrations so it's clear what you need to do to meet the standard. To become an accredited operator of FORS, you must register online and pass your bronze audit within 3 months. For many companies that require their supply chain to hold a FORS accreditation, specifying FORS bronze is sufficient. However, many large contracts and long-term services require a higher level of commitment and specify silver or gold level. The higher the level of accreditation, the more stringent the requirements are. A bronze operator is a legally compliant operator following good practice. This is the entry level of FORS accreditation. To then progress from bronze to silver, there are an additional 9 requirements to fulfill, including providing performance data and meeting stricter vehicle safety equipment requirements. Some of these requirements build on the bronze requirements. For example, fuel emission and air quality. In essence, a silver operator is a high quality operator, committed to becoming safer, greener, and more efficient. This is the intermediate level of the accreditation. And finally, the gold accreditation. This is the highest level with exceptional operators who are committed to continuous improvement. FORS has introduced a new route for accredited operators to achieve higher accreditations. This will offer more flexibility to those operators who wish to progress within the FORS scheme, but need more time to equip their entire fleet and train their drivers to meet the higher level of accreditation. Mixed accreditation allows operators to progress through to higher levels over a set period of time for selected vehicles and suitably qualified drivers, reaching full silver or gold accreditation within a maximum of 5 years. This webinar gives you an introduction to FORS, but we also have webinars that help you prepare for your audits. There is one for each level, all pre-recorded, so you can watch them whenever it is convenient for you. The webinars are full of key information, as well as hints and tips to help you. So I would definitely encourage that you take advantage of these. They can be found in the webinar section on the training page of FORS Online. Depending on the size of your organisation, there are a number of ways that you can achieve FORS accreditation. SOCA, MOCA, and IAFA. You must have the same policies and procedures throughout and own team of auditors who can deliver bronze audits for the organisation. You can see a breakdown of accredited operators by accreditation level. Also, FORS covers a range of vehicle types, from HGVs and vans through to passenger carrying vehicles, cars, and even powered two-wheelers. The scheme is open to operators of any type and size of fleet. The majority of FORS accredited operators are at bronze level, but there is an increasing shift in the number of companies who are progressing to silver and gold levels. Now, there's a misconception that FORS is only for London operators. However, as you can see on the slide, the majority of FORS accredited operators are not based in or even around London and don't all work in London. In fact, we have accredited operators in several European countries too. Now we're going to look at how the scheme is managed. On a day-to-day basis, FORS is managed by the admin body, which is Sopra Steria. We manage the helpline, the website, marketing, compliance, FORS suppliers and supporters, and also the audit providers. A separate governance body, managed by the Steer Group, are responsible for managing the FORS standard, including any changes to it, and it also manages the Governance and Standards Advisory Group, or GSAG for short. I'll talk about them further in my next slide. Currently, we have several audit providers responsible for conducting the audits on our behalf. These are organisations that only use experienced auditors who have completed FORS auditor training and have been assessed as capable of delivering a FORS audit. The Governance and Standards Advisory Group, GSAG, meets once every 4 months to discuss the progression of the scheme. It's made up of FORS operators, specifiers, and key industry stakeholders. You probably recognise most of the logos on the slide. GSAG helps shape the changes of the standard. There's also an independent panel called the FORS Executive Group, who regularly assess the fees associated with FORS accreditation. I'd like to mention here that we haven't raised our fees since 2015. Now, what are the benefits of FORS? As an accredited operator, FORS gives you access to a wealth of benefits. I'll give you an overview of some of these. Toolkits. There are a variety of free toolkits which can help operators prepare for their bronze audit. You will need to be logged in to access these. They can be found by clicking on the Toolkits and Guides button on the home page. For example, you'll find the Audit Toolkit, which was created to help you prepare for your audit. A Counter-Terrorism Toolkit is also available, which helps with Bronze Requirement 07 counter-terrorism. FORS also provides a number of free toolbox talks to help you to communicate key information to your drivers. These cover a range of subjects, such as daily walk-around checks and safe loading. Most of these toolbox talks are not HGV specific, so can be used for all vehicle types. We also have a number of free guides available to accredited operators, for example, the Driver Hours, which can help you with Bronze Requirement D7. Tyre Management Guide is also available to assist you with Bronze Requirement V7. We also provide useful online tools. These have all been designed to help you with your accreditation. FORS Fleet Tools provides you with 3 separate toolkits: a fuel tracker for recording and tracking your fuel use, a PCN tracker to help you monitor, manage and reduce your fines, and an incident tracker that tracks and monitors your incidents. The FORS Collision Manager reporting system enables you to log, record, monitor, and report incidents and near misses. When you join the scheme, you get access to a range of affinity partners that offer FORS branded products and services, all at preferential rates. I'm going to share a top-line summary of each current partner. FORS Fleet Management System allows you to manage all of your FORS policies, documentation, and fleet data. Reports show that users of FORS FMS are 17% more likely to have a successful first audit. FORS Fuel Card Services provides free fuel cards, saving you up to 10p per litre on fuel costs and provides free CO2 certificates. FORS Driver Licence Checking Service provides comprehensive and instant DVLA licence check results and helps you meet requirement D1 of the FORS standard. FORS Vehicle Graphics Service provides high-quality FORS ID accreditation signage for your vehicles, plus you'll receive a free blind spot label for every order placed. FORS Tacho Service is a tachograph analysis software designed to help streamline driver and vehicle data reporting. FORS Legal is powered by Backhouse Jones and offers access to legal expertise for an affordable monthly fee and 24/7 access to lawyers. FORS SIP helps contractors demonstrate their health and safety compliance and meet construction and related industry requirements. FORS Driver Handbook is a driver communication technology solution, allowing you to connect with your drivers anytime, anywhere, and with relevant information. FORS Transport Planner is a transport planning tool designed for vehicle operations of all sizes, helping your fleet to save time in planning, reduce mileage, costs, and emissions. And FORS has partnered with SJL Insurance Services, who offer one insurance policy for all vehicle types and fleet sizes, one renewal date, and a dedicated claims team. Another benefit FORS provides for its accredited operators is the wide range of discounted services and products from over 150 companies to help maintain their FORS accreditation. To view their offers, click on Suppliers, and in the Who is on Board section, you'll find a full list of FORS associates and their offers. Once registered, you will start receiving our regular e-news updates. These are articles which not only keep you up to date with industry news, but also with very important FORS updates. Historical e-news articles can be found on our website. I'm now going to take you through the training support that's provided by FORS. FORS Professional, our training brand, offers a comprehensive package of relevant industry training that helps operators meet the FORS standard. It's training that's developed and delivered by FORS or licensed to be delivered by external training providers, and there are courses for both drivers and managers. Training includes e-learning as well as classroom training, which is currently delivered online. FORS Professional Training meets CLOC's and TfL's work-related road risk requirements. All driver training is driver CPC accredited, and both driver and manager training is endorsed by the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. The endorsement of our training supports the continuing professional development, CPD, of FORS accredited. Our funding programme supports the professional development of drivers and managers by providing a wide selection of quality training that's affordable. FORS Practitioner is the flagship qualification that underpins FORS. It consists of 15 manager workshops aimed at improving safety, efficiency, and fuel use. So far, we've trained over 3,220 FORS practitioners over the years. We have numerous manager training courses available to accredited operators, a number of which are supported by toolkits. All of these courses are discounted and some are even fully funded, meaning that it's free to the operator to reduce the cost and support managers to become safer, greener, and more efficient. All FORS professional driver training is driver CPC accredited. The Safe Urban Driving and Van Smart training courses were created to improve driving standards in relation to vulnerable road users, and they both contain a theory and a practical element where drivers can experience the road from the cyclist's point of view. Low City Driving has been designed to increase driver awareness about fuel efficiency and the impact that their driving has on the environment around them. Whereas Truck Smart equips drivers with the knowledge and skills to operate and manage safe and roadworthy vehicles. What I said earlier for the manager training very much applies here, encouraging drivers to be safer, greener, and more efficient, giving the operators peace of mind. FORS also offers numerous free e-learning modules, giving learners the opportunity to access learning at a time and place that's convenient to them. Now we're going to talk about suppliers and supporters. If you're specifying or thinking of specifying FORS in your supply chain, please do get in touch with us. We'd be happy to guide you through the process of implementing and maintaining FORS as a requirement in your supply chain. It's free to join, and we provide you with benefits that help you manage your supply chain, like the Overseer dashboard or specifier alerts. A supporter is an organisation which promotes FORS but does not provide a product or service. This was created with charity organisations in mind, so if you are representing one of them, we would like to hear from you. And again, it's free to join. We currently have over 100 champions and supporters on board. We also work with over 150 associates to give our accredited operators special discounts and offers. There is an annual fee for associates, which is based on the company's turnover and provides them with access to lots of benefits. So what do FORS operators say? We'll now look at some of the feedback from FORS accredited operators. FORS accredited operators regularly provide us with information about their performance, both as part of their accreditation and their desire to demonstrate best practice. These reports suggest that FORS is making a real difference to the fuel costs of operators that are accredited. We are active on social media. Our followers steadily increasing on both LinkedIn and Twitter, and these social media channels are a good way of keeping up to date with FORS, so it's worth following us. The winter edition of the FORS magazine, The Standard, is out now and will be available to download online. This is one of many benefits and is published 4 times a year. The magazine is dedicated to operators, suppliers, and transport professionals, focusing on best practice in the transport sector. I'm pleased to say FORS has won a number of awards over the years. Back in 2014, we won a Prince Michael Road Safety Award, and FORS accredited operators have continued to lead the way in improving road safety. Data inputted by FORS operators into our system showed some great safety results. Industry collisions were reduced by 41% and total collisions by 25%. In 2016, FORS won a design award for our cycle safety e-learning module, demonstrating the high quality of training content available to FORS operators. In 2019, FORS won the What Van Award in risk management category. This proves that FORS appeals to van operators and is moving in the right direction. And in 2022, FORS was commemorated for excellent contribution and achievements in the road safety category CIHT Awards. Now the big question, how do I join? There are a number of ways that you can join. You can visit FORS online. You can register online. You then have 90 days to book and pass your audit. And in that time, you should read the FORS Standard, read the FORS Audit Toolkit, and watch the Going for Bronze webinar. Thank you for taking part in this webinar. This is now the end of the introduction to FORS. I hope you found this useful, and thank you so much for your time today. Goodbye.